Hello everyone, welcome back to my class, Business Classes. Last classত আমি Going Places নামৰ যিটো ষ্টৰী আছে, যিটো লেসন আছে আমাৰ ফ্লেমিংগোৰ, তাৰ গোটেইখিনি আমি শেষ কৰিব পৰা নাছিলোঁ, আধা হৈছিল আমাৰ, it was half done. আজি আমি will try to finish it. We'll try to explain the story in some detail and try to finish it as much as possible. So, in the last class, we are reading about Sophie. Sophie imagined herself riding with her brother in his motorcycle, and the whole world rose to greeted them. That means the whole world was praising them by clapping their hands. আজি তাৰ পাছৰ পৰা বাকিখিনি আমি আৰাম এই কৰিম, আমি লাইন বাই লাইন পঢ়ি যাম and will try to explain in some detail. শুনি যোৱা তোমালোক। So next, she dreamt that people stood up to welcome her by clapping when she rode with her brother. Next, we'll read the lines. He sat frowning at the oily component he cradled in his hands, as though it were a small dumb animal. The author is speaking of Job, Sophie's elder brother. He is an apprentice mechanic. As though it were a small dumb animal and he was willing it to speak. I met Danny Casey, Sophie said. He looked around abruptly. Well, in the arcade, funnily enough, it's never true. I did too. You told that? She shook her head, chastened at his unawareness that he was always the first to share her secrets. I don't believe it. There I was, looking at the clothes in Royce's window, when someone came and stood beside me, and I looked around, and who should it be but Danny Casey? Who is Danny Casey? Danny Casey was a famous Irish footballer. In fact, he was a child prodigy, famous Irish prodigy, an exceptionally talented footballer from Ireland. Alright, what does he look like? Oh, come on, you know what he looks like. Close to, I mean, well, he has green eyes, gentle eyes, and he is not so tall as you would think. She wondered if she should say about his teeth, but decided against it. Some of the words, frowning means annoyed. Component, part, piece. Cradle means hold. Abruptly, suddenly, hotak. Arcade, gallery of clothes and other things. Chastened, subdued, humble. Her brother looked annoyed at the oily part of the motorcycle that he was handling, that he was trying to repair. He was trying to make it work, but all his attempts were wasted. Sophie said that she met Danny Casey, a famous football player from Ireland. Her brother suddenly looked at her and asked her where she met him. She said that she was in a gallery when she saw him. He didn't believe her and asked if she told this to their father. She did not approve our brother's question, as she wanted to say that he must know that he is the one with whom she shared her secrets. So she began a story that she was at Royce's boutique and was looking for some dresses when somebody came and stood behind her. She turned and found it to be Danny Casey. Her brother asked her about his appearance. She told him that he had green colored gentle eyes and was not as tall as she thought him to be. Next lines. Their father had washed when he came in, and his face and arms were shiny and pink, and he smelled of soap. He switched on the television, tossed one of little Derek's shoes from his chair onto the sofa, and sat down with a grunt. Sophie meet Danny Casey, Geoff said. Sophie wriggled where she was sitting at the table. Her father turned his head on his thick neck to look at her. His expression was one of disdain. It's true, Geoff said. I once knew a man who had known Tom Finney. His father said reverently to the television. But that was a long time ago. You told us, Geoff said. Grunt means a low, rough noise. A low, rough noise. Wriggle means to twist kora, twist turn. Disdain means scorn, disrespect, সম্মান করা, অবজ্ঞা করা. Reverently, with deep respect. অত্যন্ত সম্মান সহকারে. While both brother and sister were in their conversation, their father entered the room. He looked clean and shiny as he had taken a bath. He switched on his television and sat on his chair after shifting Derek's shoe from his chair to the sofa. As he sat in his chair, Geoff told him that Sophie had met Danny Casey. On hearing this, their father turned towards Sophie. He looked at her scornfully because he couldn't believe her. Geoff clarified it to be true. The father then told them that he once knew a man who had known Tom Finney a long time ago. Tom Finney was also a legendary footballer. He took his name with great respect. Geoff agreed their father had told this earlier. Next lines. Casey might be that good someday. Better than that even. He's the best. If he keeps his head on his shoulders, if they look after him properly. A lot of distractions for a youngster in the game these days. He'll be alright. He's with the best team in the country. He's very young yet. He's older than I am. Too young really for the first team. You can't argue that with that sort of ability. He's going to buy a shop, Sophie said from the table. Her father grimaced. Where would you hear that? He told me so. He muttered something inaudible and dragged himself round in his chair. This is another of your wild stories. She met him in the arcade, Geoff said, and told him how it had been. One of these days, you're going to talk yourself into a load of trouble, her father said aggressively. Geoff knows it's true. Don't you, Geoff. He don't believe you, though he would like to. Some words, distractions means here diversion, disturbance. Grimace means angry. Khong utha khong dekhua mukhere khongor expression. Inaudible means halke nuhun anhar. So they were discussing about football players. Farah said that he thought that one day Danny Casey might become as good as Finney. Finney. Someone among Geoff and Sophie replied that Casey was better as he was very talented. But their father did not agree. He said that he was very young, and as there are so many diversions, distractions for a young footballer like Danny Casey. So he must work hard to get in shape, proper shape. Geoff did not agree and said that he was with the best team and the best player too. Meanwhile, Sophie told him that Casey was going to buy a new shop. Her father was very angry and he looked at her angrily. He doubted it to be one of her imagination, one of the figment of her imagination. Her brother interrupted and said that she made him. Her father warned her that such things could lead her into trouble some days. She then tried to justify herself by saying that Geoff knew this and trusted her. Her father replied that he did not believe her. Although he wanted to believe her, he said that he did not believe Sophie. So, next lines, the table lamp cast an amber glow across our brother's bedroom wall and across the large poster of United's first team squad and the row of color photographs beneath. Three of them of the young Irish prodigy, Danny Casey. Promise you'll tell no one, Sophie said. Nothing to tell is here. Promise, Geoff. Dad would murder me. Only if you thought it was true. Please, Geoff. Christ, Sophie. You are still at school. Casey must have strings of girls. No, he doesn't. How could you know that? He jeered. He told me that's how. As if anyone would tell a girl something like that. Yes, he did. He isn't like that. He's quiet. Not as quiet as all that, apparently. It was nothing like that, Geoff. It was me who spoke first. When I saw who it was, I said, "Excuse me, but aren't you Danny Casey?" And he looked sort of surprised and he said, "Yes, that's right." And I knew it must be him because he had the accent, like when they interviewed him on the television. So I asked him for an autograph for Little Derek. But neither of us had any paper or a pen. So then we just talked a bit about the clothes in Royce's window. He seemed lonely. After all, it's a long way from the west of Ireland. And then just as he was going, he said if I would care to meet him next week, he would give me an autograph then. Of course, I said I would. As if he would ever show up. You don't believe me now, don't you? He dragged his jacket, which was shiny and shapeless, from the back of the chair and pushed his arms into it. She wished he paid more attention to his appearance, wished he cared more about clothes. He was tall with a strong dark face. Handsome, she thought. It's the unlikeliest thing I ever heard, he said. Prodigy means what? A young person with exceptional talents, exceptional qualities, exceptional talent. Prodigy. অনন্য প্ৰতিভা strings মানে ইয়াৰ গ্ৰুপ strings of girls বহুত তেনেকুৱা বহুত ছোৱালী তাৰ ফেন আছে বা তাৰ প্ৰতি ক্ৰাছ আছে there are a lot of girls who must have some sort of crush on him jeered means tease someone কাবাক জুকুয়া এই কৰা ভেঙুচালি কৰা এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ apparently means seemingly evidently স্পষ্টত drag means pull unlikely means unexpected doubtful যেটো সন্দেহজনক যেটো নহয় সন্দেহজনক অপ্ৰত্যাশিত জিঅ'ফৰ ৰুমটো গোটেই ফুটবলাৰে ভৰি আছে তাৰ ভিতৰত ডেনি কেজিৰ পিকচাৰো আছে ডেনি কেজিৰ ফটো আছে আৰু ডেনি কেজিক কোৱা হৈছে যে হি ইজ আ young Irish prodigy that means he is a footballer with exceptional qualities with exceptional talent Sophie told her brother another secret of her dad but on a condition that he would not tell this to their dad she then told her brother Geoff she then told him that her brother Geoff when she met him it was she who started the conversation by asking him whether he was Denny Casey she also asked for an autograph for little Derek but both of them had no pen or paper he promised to give it in their next meeting such things such things he told her brother about Denny Casey গতিকে নেক্সট লাইনছবিলাক আমি পঢ়োঁ আৰু on Saturday they made their weekly pilgrimage to watch United ফুটবল খেল চাবলৈ যেন একদম তীৰ্থযাত্ৰা কৰাৰ নিচিনাকৈ সাপ্তাহিক তীৰ্থযাত্ৰা কৰাৰ নিচিনাকৈ উইকেণ্ডত তেওঁলোকে ফুটবল খেল চাবলৈ গ'ল Sophie and her father and little Derek went down near the goal Geoff as well always went with his mates higher up United won 2-0 and Casey drove in the second goal a blend of innocence and Irish genius going round the two big defenders on the edge of the penalty area with a father screaming for him to pass and beating the hesitant goalkeeper from a dozen years Sophie glowed with pride afterwards Geoff was ecstatic I wish he was an Englishman someone said on the bus Ireland will win the World Cup little Derek told his mother when Sophie brought him home her father was gone to the pub to celebrate গতিকে ইহঁতে খেল চাই আহিব ফূৰ্তি ইটো আলোচনা কৰিছে যে এইবাৰ আয়াৰলেণ্ডে ৱৰ্ল্ড কাপ জিকিব যদি ডেনি কেজিয়ে তেনেদৰে খেলিছে কেনেকৈ ডেনি কেজিয়ে ছেকেণ্ড গ'লটো দিছিল সেই বিষয়ে কৈছে পিলগ্ৰিমেজ মানে ৰিলিজিয়াছ তীৰ্থযাত্ৰা মই কৈছোঁ এইটো ইয়াৰ এই ক্ষেত্ৰত কি হৈছে ফুটবল মেটছৰ প্ৰতি তেওঁলোকৰ ভক্তিভাৱ ফুটবলৰ প্ৰতি তেওঁলোকৰ যেনেকুৱা ভক্তি ধাৰ্মিক ধৰ্ম পৰায়ণতাৰ নিচিনা ভক্তিপৰায়ণ মেচ মিন ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ হেজিটেণ্ট মিনছ আনডিচাইডেড দুধুৰ অৱস্থা এটা এক্সটেটিক মানে অত্যন্ত এক্সাইটেড হাইলি এক্সট্ৰিমলি এক্সাইটেড গতিকে চেটাৰডে ইহঁতে ছফি গোটেই ফেমিলিতে ফুটবল চাব গ'ল তেওঁৰ ফেভাৰেট টিম ইউনাইটেডৰ খেল চাবলৈ গ'ল সদায় তেওঁলোকে হিউজ ফুটবল ফেন সকলোকে সেই ফেমিলিটো গৈ পেলাই দেখিলে ইউনাইটেড তেওঁলোকৰ টিম তেওঁলোকে ছাপৰ্ট কৰা টিমটোৱে মেটছখন জিকিলে 2-0 আৰু ছেকেণ্ড গ'লটো ডেনি কেজিয়ে দিলে করে তেওঁলোক একদম এক্সটেটিক হৈ পৰিল they became ecstatic with joy they are extremely excited with they are full of excitement গতিকে তাৰপিছত আহি পেলাই সফি দেউতাকে ক্লাবলৈ গ'ল চেলিব্ৰেট কৰিবলৈ ইউনাইটেডৰ বিজয় ইয়াৰ পাছত আমি আকৌ পঢ়িছোঁ লাইনছবিলাক সোনকালে শেষ কৰিবলৈ what's this you have been telling Jency said ঠিক আছে what's this you have been telling Jency said next week about what Joe told her friend you made Denny Casey this wasn't an inquisition just Jency being nosy but Sophie was startled oh dad Jency frowned sensing she was covering yes dad well yes I did you never did Jency exclaimed Sophie glared at the ground damn that Joe this was a Joe thing not a Jency thing it was meant to be something special just between them something secret it wasn't a Jency kind of thing at all tell gawky Jency something like that and the whole neighborhood would get to know it damn that Joe was nothing sacred inquisition questioning nosy means curious Jency was curious startled means sudden shock হঠাৎ হচকিত হৈ পৰি frown means angry glared means stared angrily খঙালভাৱে একেঠিৰে চাই থাকে একেথৰে এফালে চাই থাকে gawky means graceless graceful নহয় graceless so Sophie was inquired by Jency আহি সুধিছিল যে তই সকলোৱে কি কৈ ফুৰিছ যে তই ডেনি কেজিক লগ পাইছ তোৰ দাদাই কৈছে তোৰ ককায়েৰাই কৈছে জোফে Sophie surprisingly asked her the reason for asking her this question she then told her that her brother Joe told Jency's brother Frank that Sophie had met Denny Casey Sophie got angry because she had never thought that her brother would disclose her secret to Jency. She was worried because Jency had the habit of sharing secrets with the whole neighborhood, which she didn't want to happen. Sophie got angry with her brother's behavior. It's a secret meant to be. I'll keep a secret. So you know that. I wasn't going to tell anyone. There'll be a right old row if my dad gets to hear about it. Jency blinked. A row? I would have thought he would be chuffed as anything. She realized then that Jency didn't know about the date bit. Joe hadn't told about that. She breathed more easily. So Joe hadn't let her down after all. He believed in her after all. After all, some things might be sacred. It was just a little thing really. I asked him for an autograph, but we hadn't any paper or a pen, so it was no good. How much had Joe said? Jesus, I wish I would have been there. Of course, my dad didn't want to believe it. You know what a misery he is. But the last thing I need is queues of people round our house asking him, what's all this about Denny Casey? He would mother me. And you know how my mom gets when there is a row. Jency said, hush. You can trust me, so you know that. গতিকে আৰু আজি আমি গোটেইখিনি শেষ কৰিব পৰা নাযাব এইখিনি ইয়াতে ৰোম ইজ নয় এটা হুলস্থুল এটা এনে মিছামিছি হুলস্থুল এটা হুলস্থুলীয়া পৰিৱেশৰ সৃষ্টি হ'ব এইবিলাক শুনিলে। chuffed means CHUFFED, chuffed means cheerful. misery means discomfort. দেউতাকে শুনিলে এইবিলাক কেনেকুৱা এটা অৱস্থা সৃষ্টি হ'ব, কি ক'ব কি নক'ব। hushed means quiet, মনে মনে থকা। গতিকে চফিয়ে এইটো এক্সপ্লেইন কৰিলে, বুজাই দিলে যে এইটো তাইৰ কাৰণে চিক্ৰেট, তাইৰ কাৰণে ৰহস্য, আৰু এইটো তাই কাৰো ওচৰত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিব নোখোজে, আৰু শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিলে চবেই সকলোৱে সিহঁতৰ ঘৰৰ চাৰিওফালে গোট খাই পেলাই এই বিষয়ে সুধিব যে ডেনিকে যি বোলে চফিয়ে লগ পাইছিল, ক'ত লগ পাইছিল, কি কৰিছিল, কি কথা পাতিছিল। আৰু যদি সেই কথাটো তাইৰ দেউতাকে গম পায় তেনেহ'লে তাইক একেবাৰে ভালকৈ শিক্ষা দিব। গতিকে এইটো ক্ষেত্ৰত আৰু জেনচিয়ে তেতিয়া কৈছিল যে প্ৰমিছ কৰিছিল যে এইটো তাই সঁচা সঁচিকৈ এইটো চিক্ৰেট হিচাপে ৰাখিব, ৰহস্য হিচাপে ৰাখিব। গতিকে এইখিনি কথাই ইয়াৰ পাছত আমি আজি ইয়াত কমপ্লিট কৰিব নোৱাৰিলোঁ, আৰু নেক্সট পাৰ্টত আমি গোটেই ষ্টৰিটো ইটছ বিট লং, গতিকে গোটেই ষ্টৰিটো আমি নেক্সট ক্লাছত শেষ কৰিব লাগিব। গতিকে আমি ইয়াতে সামৰিছোঁ আমাৰ আজিৰ ক্লাছটো। নেক্সট ক্লাছত আমি পুনৰ লগ পাম এই গোয়িং প্লেচেছৰ বাকী অংশটো শেষ কৰাৰ কাৰণে। উইল ফিনিছ ইট দেন, উইল ট্ৰাই টু ফিনিছ ইট দেন এণ্ড ট্ৰাই টু এক্সপ্লেইন দ্য ষ্টৰি ইন চাম ডিটেইল ইন দ্য নেক্সট ক্লাছ। চি ইউ দেন, বাই বাই।